So, we're in the woods. Well, we're on the trail right now. And today, it's like 2 o'clock now. Long story short, I had to go sign over a gun into my name. But now we're out here. I've got a wagon full of stuff behind me, which I'll show you in a second. And it is pretty cold out. I should have wore like a thicker jacket, but reason that I'm camping is because obviously I have hot tents. So I'm bringing my brother-in-law camping today. He's wanted to do it for a while, and finally it's not as wet as it's been. It's definitely still really wet outside, but at the same time there's also, it's kind of frozen. So even though it's wet, the ground is kind of frozen. Some spots there's pools of water, but it should be fine. So as you can see, hopefully you guys seen that when I was driving, I've got a wagon on the back, and I went and bought that today because I was sick of packing everything on here, and it was just a pain. So, and you know, with hot tenting, usually you're going to pull it with a sled, which I would do manually through the woods, but there's no snow. So, and when there was snow, it was a pain because at the same time, you have to go up the road and around and stuff, and dragging my sled on it just ripped right through it. So I've got a camping video planned. Sorry it's been a little bit, but don't get me wrong, I've been searching for a way to go camping. I was going to hammock camp, and then it kept raining, and then it ice rained, so it's just been a mess. But you guys know I like hot tent camping, so that's what I was mainly focusing on. And actually, I paid for the wrong park. I paid for a park to go camping, so it would be level and dry. And after I paid for it, it was like 28 bucks. I bought the wrong one. I bought the wrong camp. I thought it was the one by me because they had the same name, except one had creek in it. I paid for the one that had creek, and the one that was by me was not the one. So it was 3 hours away, and it was a bad campsite. So I canceled it. Pretty much lost all my money. But yeah, so now we're back. We're back out here, and you know, you guys know it is the place where they get firewood and stuff around here. So I'm gonna head down, find a good spot for it, and set it up. And then I have to get another load. And also, his name's Tyler, my brother-in-law. He'll be coming to the house, and I'll meet him there and then show him where to go. So I'm out here now getting it set up before it's dark. It won't be dark for another 2.5 hours or so. So I'm gonna get everything set up, which is the tent, my bedroll, set the stove in the tent, and also I've got a little portable grill that was sent to me, nomadic grill. So we're gonna try that out too. I got some steaks, so I know I could cook on the stove, but I want to try it out. So yep, I'm gonna drive down the trail here, and real quick, let me show you this trailer I got on here. Now this does have a little bit of a hard time pulling this, surprisingly, but you can hear tractors right now. I don't know if you can or not, but here it is. So see, it hooks down to the four-wheeler, and it's a big wagon. So whenever I'm doing garden work and stuff, this work. I mean, I got my wood stove right here, my bedroll, the really heavy canvas tent is in here, and then the nomadic grill's here as well. So, and also I'm gonna process all my firewood. I bought a pack of these wood things, so if anything happened, I could open them up. But I'm gonna be processing my wood. So, yeah. I'm gonna go down the trail a little bit more. I'm not gonna keep filming all these B-roll cuts of me driving because it's kind of dumb. But yeah, I thought that was okay for an opener. So I'm gonna drive down. I'm gonna find where I want to camp, and I'll see you guys whenever I find the spot. Okay, guys. So many of you might notice this spot from one of my other camping videos. I can't remember which one it was. Pretty much, there's a cornfield here that corners these woods, and those woods, woods down there, and over that way there's more. So if you guys remember, I had the same tent here. You can see where I've cleared it. I had a hard time finding it, actually. There's a lot of like deadfall here. Also, I did look. There's nothing that's no widowmakers around here tree-wise. But this is a campsite I've pretty much made. Campsite. And the reason I say campsite is because it's been cleared of stumps and everything, and it's flattened out. So this is where I'm going to have to set up. I looked all through the woods on my way down because I had to go slow because the wagon, and I really couldn't find anything that wasn't wet. So I'm glad I already had this here. And also, if you guys look, see, there's some mud on my stuff. But if you look here, there's a trail the Amish used to get through here. So there's actually been someone, they made a little campfire there. They must have been cold one day cutting wood, so they made a little fire. But yep, this should do. It's the deepest part of these woods that I'm allowed to camp in, so it's the best spot. But see, there's a lot of fallen wood around here, so I'm gonna go ahead and start setting stuff up. So here's my bedroll. Let me pull this out. That thing's heavy. Everything that I own hot tent wise is heavy. There's nothing that's light. Hold up, let me wrangle this. Okay. But you can see my hot tent's down in there. It's a pretty deep wagon. So, but first things first, I'm gonna set up the hot tent. So there it is. And it's a very simple setup. Pretty much you stake 4 corners, stake 2 tie-out points, put in the sticks for the 2 arches, the 2 A's, pretty much the A-frames of it. Put those sticks up, pull it back, it pulls those up, and then the center slouched, and then you bring in this huge A-frame beam, fold it over, and then lift it up, and it pretty much launches that up and makes it open. So that's what I'm gonna do, and I'll see you guys whenever the tent's done. Okay guys, so I don't know if it did a time lapse or not. It was probably longer even if it was fast, because I had a little trouble with it today. I couldn't find my one post at first, and that's why if there is a time lapse, you'll see me looking at the bag back and forth. So, yep, there it is. It is a lot of work putting those poles up on your own. Once it's up though, it's good. Also, I remembered to take that off. That's the stove jack. So now I don't have to make a fuss trying to get it down. So there it is. I have it pointed towards the field because I want to have this tree. I want to be able to hang a light off of it here. It's right under the porch. So yeah, the wind does come, it does come this way. It will hit the front of this, but it's not even going to get through the tent, because I love this tent a lot. You guys have seen me use it a lot, and it's all set up. So now I just gotta take my bedroll in, and I have to get the stove set up. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that off camera. Pretty much inside of my stove. This is the Nyko Alaskan Junior. I'll let you guys know now. That's the Nyko Alaskan Junior, and this is a Ellis canvas tent. 12 by 12 prairie tent, like home on the prairie. That's what that is. And then that's a Nyko Alaskan Junior. So pretty much I gotta set the stove up inside of there. The stovepipe, it's all rolled in there. God, nose is drippy now. It's cold out. There's the grill, and I gotta take this in. So whenever I go pick him up, or however he's getting here, it is quite a ways down. So I don't know if I put him in the wagon or not, but however he gets down here, I don't know what he wants to sleep on. So obviously for me, I'm staying in my canvas bedroll. So I'm gonna get this inside, get it unfolded, get the stove in, get it set up, and I'll see you guys after that. Okay guys, so like I said, Nomadic sent me a grill. It's pretty cool, and it's not too heavy at all. Really, the only weight is like the grates of it. But like I said, we're gonna cook on that for dinner and for breakfast. So I know at least for dinner though, for sure. So this is what come inside. This is a grill. It's really slim, and it has a pretty cool design. So I did open it to see if I need anything, and I do need to bring, you know, I have my little green propane things. So there's instructions. Not sure what those are. Maybe drip trays. It's like a little strap to carry it. And here's the valve and the splitters here. So they split off to one side each, and there is where you screw in your little green camping bottle. So that's pretty cool. But here it is. Pretty much you pull this out, lock it, pull this out, lock it, and then you lift. Hold up. You set you guys over here. No, you can't see too good. Let's try this. There we go. There. It's kind of on an angle, but I'll show you guys in a second. You fold this leg out, and it slides out like that. Obviously, it wasn't supposed to slide out all the way. It slips back in here, just like that. Unlock it again. You lift it up a little bit, and then you unfold the grill, and it goes like that. So it's a pretty cool design, actually. Not even just saying that. It's like a little carrying case, but it folds out into the actual grill. So you can see I haven't even cooked on it yet. It's all sealed up. These are some nice grates too. Like I said, that's where the main weight of this thing is, I think, is these grates, because they're, you know, they're heavy ones. But it's not that heavy, and like you can see, it folds up into like a little suitcase again. So I'm gonna get this thing unwrapped even more, and that should hold some steaks on it, huh? Steak there, steak there. Should cook pretty well. So I'm gonna get it set up to how it needs to be, and set it in here, and then when it comes time to cook, we'll cook on it. So appreciate them sending this in, and this is gonna really come in handy in the spring and summer whenever I'm doing my little fishing trips. I can cook fish on these. Fish on this side, veggies on this side, and whenever I do catch and cooks, I can do them right where I'm at. So that should be cool. So I'm gonna unwrap the rest of this and set it up. Okay guys, so grill set up for later. Those two little things were drip pans. Sit there. Got the connectors hooked up. There is the wood stove. Got the stovepipe up through the stove jack. And back by the back window, I have my bedroll rolled out. That has a wool blanket, a twin sheet set, and a pillow in it. And it rolls up just like that. Super cool. And I'm just sitting here, and not too much longer it'll be dark. What I'm going to do is, I should go back now to get them. But I think the best thing I could do is to get all the wood that I got to saw and just get it in a pile here, because I can't cut anything down. So I'm going to go around and look for wood that I can process later. And because like I said, my other gear is at home, my saw and all that. So, you know, by the time I ride out of here, out of the woods, up the path, back to my house around the roads, yeah, it's just a waste of time. So I'm going to get what I can done now. Like, if you see, someone just shot something. If you see right there, like, you know, there's the V trees there. That one on the right that's dead, that's something that I could push down and bring over here for later process. So I'm going to get what I think I need, deadfall, get it in a pile, and then I'll go and get my brother-in-law. So yep, everything's set up, pretty much. Yep, everything's done, really. So, okay, I'm gonna get some wood, and I will see you guys, show you the wood I got, and tell you what's next. Okay, guys, so it's gonna start getting dark here quick, so you have to go get them. But you can see that's what I got for now. None of that's punk. That's all really hard wood that was standing up. That was, you know, easily breakable down. So if that's even a word. But that's what I got as far as that pile, and they're all about the same size around, about there. They're easy to saw, and actually you'd be surprised what this wood can do in that stove. You know, it burns real nice. So those are all dry too. That was off the end of the one. And just for a little bit of starter, that's all dry. That was standing that I broke off and sitting there. So yep. And also, yeah, I know it's possible, you know, half of that, some of it might be wet where it was sitting on the ground, like the half that was leaning. That's possible. And I already went around and I scouted for more wood like this that was maybe a little bit bigger, but it was real dry and breakable. So I found some more. So if this turns out to not be good, or you know, it's not enough, which I don't think is going to be the case, I know where some more trees are. So like I said, I gotta go get him. Sucks he doesn't know where I'm at. He could have drove down and helped, but yeah, he wasn't at my house, so I went ahead and it's all set up. So I'm gonna go ahead, drive back to the house. And it'll take me about 10 minutes to get there, because now I can go pretty fast that my wagon's not full. And I'm gonna get him and get my other gear, and I'll see you guys whenever I'm back out here. So okay guys, so got back. Tyler's with me now, and here's the wagon. I pulled it around. Got my lantern. It's real bright, but you can see we processed some wood. As soon as we got here, we started doing wood. And remember, you guys seen what I pulled in? It's all cut now, so that's all there. Also, the grill, I got it going. Another reason I wanted to bring it now too, instead of going on another camping thing, is because this time I brought pans, so I can cook on the pans. Because this is a brand new grill, the grate needs to burn off. So for this time, I'm gonna let it burn off and cook on it in pots. There's the, hold up. There's the little bottle. That's like that green bottle using lanterns. And you can see they're both going right there. So I'm gonna let this go because I can't store it obviously with that on. So whatever I use today, it all needs to burn out. So I'm gonna go inside, and you can see his leg in there. But the stove's there. We're gonna set the cot up, and I'm gonna get the fire going. So this is gonna burn out here for a bit, probably for like half an hour. I'll come out and start cooking on it. Like I said, we need to get a fire going. So I'm gonna get the fire going, take that wood inside, and I'll see you in there. Okay guys, so where's Tyler? Tyler's a little squeamish on camera, so I'm not gonna show him.
Squeamish ain't the word. It's shy.
Well, there's the wood, as you can see there. We're using his flashlight for now, so my lantern's back up. And a new addition, which a lot of you guys are going to like, because you always want to know the temperature. First of all, I want to point out, you can see breath in here as well. So, it is...
It says 36. I don't know if the camera can see.
35.8.
Oh, it got colder.
So, I'm going to start the stove up. So, you guys seen, that's when it's dead cold in here. Also, if you're wondering, because I never really point out things I use. A lot of you guys know both of these saws if you're into camping, but it's the Agua 21, or the Boreal 21, but it's by Agua. And there's a Silky big boy. So, yep, I'm going to start the fire and see how it goes. So you guys are used to this bag here. That's my fire bag. You guys know that this will start a fire anywhere. So I got fire starters here. I always like trying to start it manually though. Okay guys, I got my matchbook here. Everything around here is just wet. These matches, these are the flimsy ones out of the MREs. Everything around here is just soaking wet. Like, I mean, I tried to light one and would not go. It's being a pain. So, there's some twigs in here that were too big. They were dry, but they're too big, so they went light as like a starter. So, now, got that stuff burning in there. This little egg carton. Throw some sticks in here. and get it going. I definitely need to practice. Practice with that. So it's going, and I want to save some runtime on the camera because there's like 30 minutes left. So you can see it's going in there. Once it takes off, I'll put some logs in, and it should start to get warm. So see you guys then. The temp hasn't changed because there has been no fire. So
matter of fact, it's actually gotten colder. It is now down to 34 degrees.
Okay, it's 34. So see, the fire's going good, and I'll see you guys in the next clip. Okay guys, so it's been a bit. It's 143 in here. See right there?
It's at 143 at the peak. I bet you it's about 80 down on the ground.
You can see it's going up. You guys always want to know, so that's with the thermometer right there. Right about that level. Right there. And it's actually going up. It's 140, it's 150. 150 degrees Fahrenheit. For you guys in Celsius, it's 65.6 Celsius. So 151, it's still going up. Pretty good. So I'm gonna pull it down here a second because yes, it's not a proper reading without it being down here. So I'm gonna put that down here.
Oh, it's gonna fall. Here, I got it. I'll tie it. Let me wrap it around the once or twice.
He's tying it. It's a little hot.
That's putting it nice. That's putting it.
So what was I saying it was up there? Leave it right about there. You don't gotta tie it.
It's almost 150.
Here, don't pull it tight.
Oh god.
It's I'm gonna let it sit down here at our level if we were sitting on the bed. It's going down. It's at 142. So yep, as you guys can see, I wasn't lying whenever I said it, I can get it hot in here. 131 is dropping. I say it's about 120, 130 down at about face level. So we'll let it go a minute and I'll get back to you guys. Okay guys, so I preheated the water a bit. It's boiling because potatoes, they gotta sit, you know, while the steaks are cooking. So about this level, about if you were
127 degrees.
It's 127 degrees face level. And just because I want to know, I'm going to put it up high and see how hot it actually gets up there. So, next step, got to go outside and cook. Okay guys, so out of there, it's a little hot. Taking this pot off, like I said, I had it preheated and I brought it out here to keep it going because these potatoes need to set while we're cooking steak. So, super. Oh, there goes a lot of potatoes.
There's only some.
Mix them in. Get over here. Also, no, these aren't my beers.
Yeah, they're mine. Don't worry, I do not promote underage drinking.
These gotta sit. They smell pretty good. They're little redskins.
It looks like they set up quick. Make sure there's no leaves. I mean, I'm all for extra fiber in the diet, but...
Alright, well there's that. So, there's sausage for in the morning. You can put it over here. There's sausage for in the morning on that tree. It should stay frozen. It's cold enough.
I think it's 34 and it's going to be getting to a low of like 28 tonight, so...
Yeah. There's these Delmonico steaks. And I brought a cast iron pan. Like I said, this is a new grill. You'll see it in other videos of Catch and Cooks, but as of now, I don't want to cook right on it because it's new. So
hasn't been seasoned yet, and he just did the primary burn off.
Alright.
Nice seasoned cast iron.
I'm gonna set that on there. This stove goes pretty good. The flames are real small and puny, but it's
That's not good heat.
It's putting out a lot of heat. So I already wiped this down with oil, but just to make sure it's all cleared. Just like that. I'm gonna let this pan heat up enough to where when the steaks go on, they're nice and sizzling. I brought out some Longhorn grill seasoning.
I don't think they can see it too well. Here, hold on. Let me get my flashlight.
It's Longhorn grill seasoning, pretty much. That's what that is.
The focus is off.
I don't even know what this cast iron pan is. I'm not even sure. There's some silverware in here, but this should start going pretty quick here. I'm gonna spray some of this. Well, that's fine. Sprayed some over there on top of the stove. It's sizzling pretty good. I'm gonna let this go for about 2 minutes, because I always get yelled at in the comments because I put it on while it's cold. So I'm gonna wait till this is warmed up enough, and then I'm gonna go ahead and put the steaks on. Okay, guys, so it's time to put them on. It doesn't look hot at all, but there's just a thin layer of vegetable oil in there. So I'm gonna go ahead and open these steaks up. I'm gonna try not to touch them. Not the best steaks, but they're the best they had there, so. It's a nice warm pan. It's already starting to go. And I did thaw these out, but they are definitely still a little frozen. So these are gonna cook a little weird, but I'll make sure they're cooked all the way. Mine's gonna be over well, and I don't know how he wants his, but
I could eat the damn thing raw for how hungry I am right now. So
now this stuff's good. It's not salty either. Anything
but charcoal briquette. That's all I ask.
All right. So we're just gonna start cooking these steaks. I can go ahead and there. See, they're sizzling. I heated the pan up before it went in, so look pretty good. So I'm gonna start cooking them because I think there's like 25 minutes left of footage on this SD card. So little clips at a time, but I'm gonna cook them, and we'll see you guys whenever they're done.
All right, everybody, out of the frying pan into the fire. It's time to get those grill marks on there.
Yeah, they're on now.
Looking a little little gray for the moment, but trust me, they'll look better.
I said I wasn't gonna turn or take them and put them on here now, but it's been going for an hour and a half. It's been burning really hot, so they're now on there. You can see maybe the flames under there.
They smell fantastic.
Commercial.
Yeah, that's how they do the whole thing on Longhorn.
This is a commercial for you guys. So we're gonna cook them on the grill and finish them off, and they should be done soon. Okay, guys. So pretty much since they were on the grill there, we left them and concentrating, but you can see they've got grill marks and they cooked a lot out there. So I'm just going to kind of finish them in here, kind of let them rest at this good temperature, and just let them sizzle there, see if they can char up a little bit. So that little oven's pretty good. What's the temp up there now?
It's 112 degrees.
Up there, okay.
Yeah, and it's actually nice in here right now, instead of being overly hot.
Down here. But yeah. So these are gonna finish off in here. Potatoes are cooked over here. They're setting. I'll warm them back up when it's time. But yep, for now these are just gonna sit here in their own juices, and they should be done very soon. Okay, guys. So we had dinner. Steak was overcooked it a little bit, but See, I put in the old lanterns thing. It's not focusing. Come on. There we go. You can see it up there. You're in night vision, but stove's burning good, and I'm gonna go to bed. It's like a little after 1 in the morning, so I just put more wood in. I'm gonna go to bed, and I'll see you guys in the next clip. Okay, guys, so he's trying to sleep, but it's 10:54. He did a lot of stoking, and as you can see, he ended up using those because I guess we ran out of wood, so I could talk louder outside, so I'll see you out there. But yep, starting to cool down a bit. I can get some wood. Okay, guys, so it's actually snowing out here. There's little things of snow coming down, so but I didn't expect to use so much wood. He was stoking it at night, so I didn't know how much he's putting in, but I'm gonna get probably just another, dead standing piece of wood, process that, and that should be enough because it's already 10 something. So also, what I'm gonna do in a second, I'm gonna turn the grill back on and get it warmed up, and let that propane burn off. And yeah, mainly, something stuck in my tooth. Mainly, I just got to get a nice piece of wood. I'm gonna actually really look around because the ones I found, they weren't the best, but they were decent piece of wood. So I'm gonna go further up the woods that way, and if there's a really nice one, I'll take my reflective tarp, my saw up there, and I'll process it there and then bring it. So yeah, pretty much I gotta turn the grill on, so I'm gonna go do that, turn that back on, put them both on high so it can burn up the propane, and the sausage will go on soon. So I gotta re-season that pan. It's full of leaves. I'm gonna have to wash it out with some water, but yep, I'm gonna go ahead and get some wood, and if you guys look over here, my hair's a mess, but up there. Also, real quick, for anyone that's wondering about the truck, you can see it here, and if you guys want to know more about it, I actually posted a video driving it, so if you want to see the truck, go ahead and check it out, and because I know a lot of you guys might have not have seen it, so please check it out. I finally got one. You can see it's smoking, so that's not a good sign, honestly. You don't want to see smoke, because when you see smoke, it's smoldering, it's not burning good. What you want to see coming out of that pipe, obviously when you start it's going to smoke, but you want to get it to where you don't see any smoke, like barely any coming out of there, because you want it to be really hot and like a furnace in there. You want it to burn efficient. That's not good, so I'm going to go ahead and go get some wood. Okay guys, so I get a couple of logs, just a few. That should be more than enough for now, for the rest of the time. And the grill's heating, so I'm going to go and put this wood in, warm up a minute because it's freezing. Okay guys, so I'm putting the sausage on now. See, pan, I've already re-seasoned it, and also this has been heating up again, so man, it's cold out. Just gonna open this up. Got a little trash pile over here. I'm gonna hold that down with this can over here. Alright, here's the sausage. So I'm gonna cut it into two. A little frozen, but not as bad as it was. Cut it down the center as best I can. And I'm gonna try to form it a little bit here. And I would with my hands, but it's not really. Yeah, also, this is preheated here, so. These are going to be some weird looking sausage patties. I need to flatten them out once they heat up a bit because they are pretty frozen. So, you start pressing them down. Just trying to make them a little thinner. I guess that's 2 there. Actually, it might be best if I just do that. Make 4 patties so I can form them a little better. That one looks like a T. Okay. Definitely don't look the best, but I'd rather not touch raw pork and not be able to wash my hands. There's a creek down that way, actually. Just not get pork on my hands. Alright. Well, we're going to let this cook. It is still burning, so there's 4 sausage patties there. We're going to let them cook, and back with you guys when they're done. And actually, it's they're starting to melt some fat around them, so they get nice and crispy. So, alright, I'll see you guys when these are done. Okay guys, so as you can see, the sausage shrunk up real small, and
now there's only 1 piece left.
No, it was pretty good. It definitely turned more red. I think they put some kind of pepper flakes or something in it, so it was more of like a chorizo taste. So
good though.
Yeah, it's pretty good. A lot of oil off it though, and a lot of fennel. So I'm gonna go ahead and I don't know who's eating that piece, but the fire is still going. We're going to let it burn out from there, and once that's done, we'll pack it up. But as of now, once I'm done eating or whatever, I'm going to start packing stuff up like my bedroll. So I'll see you guys after that. Okay guys, so everything's packed away, and I went ahead, drove him home, because I brought my truck back last night, parked it on the trail. That's how I brought him here, because this car wouldn't have come down. Packed it up, and then I took him home, come back with my 4-wheeler, and that was a freezing ride, I'll tell you that now. Absolutely freezing. It's a lot colder out today, and now everything's in my cart here, and 4-wheeler is backed in, so I'm gonna head out, and I'm gonna stand over here by the cornfield. But hope you guys enjoyed, and yeah, I've been trying to get out and camp, but it's been so wet. But now it finally froze a bit, so this campsite was campable. So I appreciate you guys watching, and yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video.